Here's one for you to ponder on this morning. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. You are the salt of the earth, and if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Luke 21, verse 24. They shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Romans 11:25. For I would not, brethren, that you should be ignorant of this mystery. You should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness is in part happened to Israel, until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. Back to Matthew chapter 5, starting in verse 14 now. You are the light of the world. The city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. Romans 11:25 and 26. For I would not, brethren, that you should be ignorant of this mystery, lest you should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. In verse 28, as concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sake, but as touching the election, they are beloved for the Father's sake. Luke 21, verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draws nigh. He's telling us, Luke gospel, which is the bride, that when these things begin to start to take place, which is the wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, famines, earthquakes in diverse places, and all of these other things begin to take place. Look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draws nigh. But he doesn't say that to Matthew. In Matthew's gospel, it's something different entirely. Matthew 24, read it for yourself. But isn't it interesting that they are the light of the world, and they're the salt of the earth? Now, yes, the salt of the earth is also mentioned in Mark's gospel, very short. And it's also mentioned in Luke's gospel, very short, and I'll read it to you. But the light of the world, a city on a hill that cannot be hid, is only mentioned in Matthew. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify the Father, which is in heaven. In Mark's gospel, which is for the lukewarm, it says this in Mark chapter 9, verses 49 and 50. For every one shall be salted with fire, and every sacrifice shall be salted with salt. Salt is good, but if the salt has lost its saltness, wherewith shall you season it? Have salt in yourselves, and have peace one with another. Read verse 49 again. For every one shall be salted with fire. This is the lukewarm into becoming the tribulation saints, which of course matches up perfectly to Revelation chapter 3, the Laodicean church. And in Luke chapter 14, verses 34 and 35, salt is good, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be seasoned? It is neither fit for the land, nor yet for the dunghill, but men cast it out. He that hath an ear, let him hear. What does all of this mean? If you notice, it doesn't mention fire here like it does in Mark's gospel. doesn't mention being the light here like it does for Israel. Because we know that we are the light, because we are children of the light, children of the day. Mark's Gospel in Mark 9:50, it mentions fire, again, which I've already spoken about. Isn't that interesting? Verse 33 of Luke 14. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsakes not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. Let this whole world go. Don't be like Lot's wife, Luke 17. Don't be like Lot's wife. Overcome this world through patience. But don't be like Lot's wife. That's the church of Philadelphia. We overcome by patience. Be patient. You can have this whole world, but give me Jesus. Don't let politics or ignorance of this world keep you back from searching and seeking Heavenly Father's face. Mark's Gospel speaks of fire. Luke does not mention this fire, but says you are no good if you're not doing what it is you're called to do. And that takes us to John 15. If you're not producing your fruit, then you're not a part of the bride. And you'll be cast out into the fire, or tried by fire. And you'll have to be a tribulation saint, or you'll die, and you'll go to a devil's hell. It's your choice in the end. But I find all of these things very interesting. Notice also in Matthew chapter 5, along the same verses, it mentions this, starting in verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Why is that mentioned in Matthew and none of the other Gospels? I think I've made my point very clear.